Sometimes I wish I was white, an English person in England. I wouldn't feel so out of place when my mate is talking about that Paki man in the shop. Pure ignorance is a bliss. You know, like having xenophobic tendencies, because I would feel like my culture is the most civilized and accepted in all the land. I could take anything and make it look wicked, sexy and cool, and it wouldn't look strange or foreign at all. I would be setting an example, an awesome fashion trend. Where'd you get that from? Oh yeah, that weird little shop on Brixton Road, Pem something? I wouldn't have to explain anything else. I don't know any better. Cultural appropriation at its finest. Yeah, I could get henna tattoos at a festival, pick my favourite design and done. I wouldn't have to think about where it comes from, why it smells like that, or the true significance and meaningfulness it holds symbolically for Asian brides. I would be living on a land in peace, knowing that this country was built on the principle of the Christian values where I would be free to live life my way. A little bit easier. I can call myself Christian and get no weird questions like, so why aren't you covering your head? Or why aren't you got that spot on your forehead? How comes you got a British accent if you're supposed to be a Paki then? I would have a normal name like Mandy or Molly. So easy to say, even drugs would be named after me. I wouldn't be ashamed of the corruption that the British media would highlight. Anything different to my westernized views are just looked upon as crazy, weird, funny, disgusting, and criminal. They do forced marriages, marry their own cousins, do honorary killings, and eat with their hands. I wish I could give my kids baked beans without having to cook it down. I wouldn't have so many spices to cook with to cater to advanced culinary desires. I can just use curry powder, mild, medium, or hot. The simple life. I would be excited for a taste of the exotic when they had curry night down the pub. I wouldn't be stared at like an animal if I went to a pub in Pembrokeshire. I wouldn't be judged if I was a woman abroad with white skin and an English accent wearing shorts, doing voluntary work, teaching abroad. No one will interrogate me. Where are you from? South London. Nah, where are you really from? Or constant pictures taken of me in France on my baby moon holiday because a black man got an Indian girl pregnant. Wow, did your family disown you? Everybody should know how to speak English. My forefathers would have colonized and spread the proper way of living, the 10 Commandments way, just like how Jesus taught forgiveness, kindness, and charity. Teach them manners, how to say please and thank you, how to serve and be grateful that we gave leftovers. We can take whatever we want because of white privilege. Where do you think those jewels on the Queen's crown came from? It didn't really belong to anyone, so we was just clever and found it first. My whole family would be here. I would know who I am, be more confident with my identity and not feel so mixed up. I'd look on Ancestry.com and discover myself. So easy. I wouldn't be that girl who smelled like curry and get chased and spat on by boys because she didn't blend in. I wouldn't be the fastest runner in school and win all the races at sports day. Every culture and race and minority would love me because white rules. It's pure, it's clean. It burns. It's actually the product of humans acclimatized into the habitat like polar bears, brown bears, and black bears. But wait, that means I have a superpower, melanin. I don't burn, I get energy, power. I only get a shade darker. Each time it glows, shines. My protection isn't sunblock, it's moisturizer. I will shine, I will educate, I am proud. I can contribute and be that hybrid that stands tall, be that person who came from immigrant parents. They lifted me up, showed me the truth without words. I was cared for in the most beautiful culture, strict and proper, but I can still break out. Daddy, I'm sorry, but you brought me to London, so I have to be unapologetic. I will live up to expectations only if it lives up to my morality and philosophical standing. I will learn and take and educate what the white man found and hypothesized, the anthropology and epistemology of what they think life is. I will stand back and see that we are all part of one big tapestry, and I will shout out that I am that color which brightens your daily pursuits. My son will read the Quran and crack open its beauty and how it ripples through the purpose of humanity, telling them the reality has been lost in translation, lost in culture, in misogyny, misused for power, control, and lost in deep metaphorical matter. Read between the lines and see the triggers of double meaning, and behind it all is the intrinsic truth from within. See it through the bullshit and tell them what it really says. I will show my daughter how to stand proud as a mixed woman with the most beautiful hair in the world, full of history, not just blonde beauty like Elsa. That's not real. She's frozen within an animated movie. Your hair is actual magic. It's grand and extravagant, no fakery, just you. You encapsulate beauty. You are truly of this earth. Take that ancient wisdom and let your blood flow through your deep-rooted desires. Acknowledge your power. Be proud and stand loud.